Zimbabwe. From Africa's breadbasket to economic collapse, Zimbabwe was once called the Breadbasket of Africa. In the 1980s and 1990s, it produced enough food to feed itself and export to neighboring countries. Its literacy rate was among the highest on the continent. Its hospitals functioned. Its currency was strong. Its middle class was growing. Today, millions of Zimbabweans live in poverty. The Zimbabwean dollar collapsed. Inflation reached unimaginable levels. Doctors, teachers, and engineers fled the country. So the question is, what really happened to Zimbabwe? Was it sanctions? Was it corruption? Was it land reform? Was it Western interference? Or was it something deeper? The truth is, it was all of these combined. Before European colonization, Zimbabwe was home to advanced African civilizations. The Great Zimbabwe Kingdom, built between the 11th and 15th centuries, controlled trade routes linking southern Africa to the Indian Ocean. Gold, ivory, and cattle were traded with Arab and Asian merchants. This was proof that Africans in this region had long built complex economies, but this system was destroyed by colonialism. In 1890, British settlers, led by Cecil Rhodes, took over the land. Zimbabwe became Rhodesia. White settlers seized the most fertile land. Africans were pushed into poor rural areas. By the 1960s, less than 5% of the population controlled most farmland. Black farmers were deliberately underdeveloped. Education for Africans was limited. In 1980, Zimbabwe gained independence. Robert Mugabe became prime minister. At first, his government did many things right. They invested heavily in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Zimbabwe became one of Africa's most educated nations. By the early 1990s, literacy was above 85%. Universities were respected, teachers were well-trained, but problems were growing quietly. In the 1990s, Zimbabwe faced debt problems. To get loans, the government accepted IMF and World Bank programs. These demanded spending cuts, privatization, and reduced subsidies. Public services weakened. Unemployment rose. Poverty increased. Land reform was necessary. Colonial land ownership was unjust. But how it was done mattered. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, the government launched fast-track land reform. White-owned farms were seized rapidly. In theory, land would go to poor black farmers. In reality, many farms went to political elites, military officers, and party loyalists. Many new owners had no training, no equipment, and no funding. Production collapsed. Food shortages followed. Exports declined. Agriculture was destroyed. After land seizures, Western countries imposed sanctions. The United States and European Union targeted government officials, banks, and financial institutions. These were called targeted sanctions. They were not officially against food or medicine. But in reality, banks avoided Zimbabwe. Investors left. Credit disappeared. International trade became difficult. So while sanctions did not directly starve people, they strangled the economy. They reduced access to money, markets, and capital. At the same time, corruption became systemic. Government officials controlled fuel deals, mining contracts, land allocations, and access to foreign currency. A small elite became extremely rich. Most citizens became poorer. Diamonds in Morange brought billions of dollars, but very little reached ordinary people. Much of it disappeared through corruption. Institutions were weakened. Courts lost independence. The central bank printed more and more money. Trust in the system collapsed. By the mid-2000s, the government was spending more than it earned. To survive, it printed massive amounts of money. Too much money. This caused hyperinflation. Prices doubled daily. People carried bags of cash to buy basic food. Savings became worthless. Pensions disappeared. The middle class collapsed. This was not caused by sanctions alone. It was caused by poor policy, political survival tactics, and reckless money printing. Zimbabwe's education system was once among Africa's best, but funding collapsed. Teachers were underpaid. Schools deteriorated. Universities declined. Many graduates had no jobs, so they left. South Africa, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada. This brain drain weakened the country further. When educated people leave, development slows. Ironically, some groups benefited from the crisis. Political elites, smuggling networks, foreign companies buying cheap resources, corrupt middlemen. While ordinary people suffered, a few grew richer. This is called crisis capitalism. When systems fail, predators profit. Zimbabwe's collapse has no single villain. Responsibility is shared. Colonial land theft, IMF policies, poor land reform, Western sanctions, government corruption, authoritarian politics, weak institutions, all combined. Together, they created disaster. Zimbabwe teaches Africa important lessons. Justice needs planning. Institutions matter more than leaders. Printing money destroys nations. Education must be protected. Corruption kills development. Sanctions hurt ordinary people most. Elites always protect themselves. Zimbabwe is not a failed people. It is a failed system. Its citizens are resilient. Its professionals are talented. Its land is fertile. Its history is rich. What collapsed was governance, policy, and accountability. The future depends on rebuilding institutions. Not slogans, not propaganda, but strong institutions, honest leadership, and putting citizens before politics.